to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So our first order of business would be reports from commissioners and staff. Do any commissioners have a report to give? Staff have a report.
Just a reminder that there will be an October 16th, 17th, sorry, Planning Commission meeting where 3 projects will be presented. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The next would be a report from the Board of Supervisors Planning Committee representative.
We did not have a meeting.
Okay. Report from the Agricultural Advisory Committee representative, which I think is Dick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they met or not, so, all right. And you do. Sorry.
The Agricultural Advisory Committee did meet. They heard the Rumsey-Williamson Act contract project and the Hodge-Williamson Act contract project and a cell tower project. So, and that will be coming before you. Actually, the cell tower one, it will be coming before you fairly soon.
Okay, thank you. The next would be meeting minutes from the meeting of September 5th, 2018. I've got a question for staff here. Since I wasn't here,
And neither was I.
we won't have a quorum for that item, so
Can't approve
I
it.
think we need to defer that to the next meeting.
We have in the past, whether or not it was legit or not, we have in the past. Oh, sorry. Approved, had people vote to approve a meeting that weren't there. So, yeah, just saying.
I will leave it to you guys if you want to do it.
Yeah, so,
Up to you.
yeah, I think it's,
I trust that you did it right.
Okay,
I move that we approve the minutes as written.
Seconded.
all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0.
There you go.
I learned something tonight. All right. The next item would be public comment. There's 15 minutes allotted for anyone in the public who would like to come and speak on anything that is not on tonight's agenda. You're welcome to bring up whatever you wish. I'm not seeing anyone coming up, so I guess we'll close that item and move on to the next, which would be item number 1 under new items tonight. I'm sure which staff person is going to present this. Natalie? Okay.
Hello, I'm Natalie Rizzi, and I'm the project planner for Zone Change RZ 18-010, and the applicant is Terry Townsend. Here are the vision, mission, and value statements as adopted by Tuolumne County, which we utilize for projects we receive. Project description: Zone change RZ 18-010 to rezone a 2.03 acre parcel from AE 37, which is exclusive agricultural 37 acre minimum, to RE2, which is residential estate 2 acre minimum, under Title 17 of the Tuolumne County Ordinance Code. The zone change is being requested to allow a shop and a guest house on the site, both of which are permitted uses within the RE2 zoning district. The zone change would bring the zoning district into conformance with the parcel size and the general plan designation. The project site is located at 19630 Confidence Mine Court, Assessor's Parcel Number 47-910-06. The general plan designation is estate residential. Here is a map of the project site and surrounding parcels. The proposed zoning is consistent with parcels to the north. Notices of the proposed project were sent to 11 adjoining property owners on August 29, 2018. The county received 1 response letter, which was in favor of the project. Your decision process today. The Tuolumne County Planning Commission may either recommend to the board to approve the project, recommend to the board to approve the project with modifications, recommend to the board to deny the project, or send the project back to staff to work on. Are there any questions?
Any commissioners have any questions? I have one. And it's a question for now and also on the third project. The RE2 district allows now a 1,200 square foot second detached structure, is that correct?
Yes, it does allow. And also, state laws allow ADUs now, so as long as it's under 1,200 square feet.
Then it qualifies. Okay, thank you. With that, anyone wish to speak in favor of the project? You're not required to state your name, but
I will. Terry Townsend, I'm the owner and the applicant, and I'm here to field any questions and request the zoning change be made. The AE 37 designation is really for a 37-acre parcel minimum, and so there's some restrictions that have been placed on this parcel since it's only 2 acres. Any questions?
anybody have any questions? I don't think so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak in favor? Okay, anyone wish to speak in opposition? Anyone wish to speak neutrally? Close it and bring it back to the commission. I guess one additional question, there were a number of AE 37 parcels there in addition to this one. I presume they would be eligible for similar treatment should they wish to come in? Because they're in the same area and it's all kind of,
And they do have the estate residential general plan designation.
which was what would allow it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
See, I guess I do have a question for staff. It seems to me that in the past, zone changes were something that we were the deciding body on. Is that, am I misremembering that, and as opposed to being the recommending body? Guys? Not enough, I'm pretty sure, you've got, that was that actually was the
Yeah,
planning commission. Not that it matters, but just,
I'm sure they'll tell us.
yeah. Okay?
But, all right, any further questions from any commissioners? Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve zone change RZ 18010 to RE2, AE 37 and RE2.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Good luck with your project.
I think the fine point there in that question is whether or not you need to go to another meeting or whether you're done now. I think you might check into it to find out whether or not this has to go in front of the Board of Supervisors. Yeah.
This project will get the final decision made by the board.
Okay.
Okay. That's where I thought you were going.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. They must have changed.
Okay. Second project is PIP Green LLC, conditional use permit CUP 18-007. Staff.
Good evening. My name's Kim Balachi. I'm planner at the Community
You're going to do a
Resource-
whole lot better than that.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's better.
The project, my name's Kim Balachi from the Community Resources Department. This project I'm bringing tonight is a conditional use permit to, and the owner is Pip Green, for a commercial coach to allow commercial coach. The vision and mission and values for Tuolumne County utilizes for every project, and a mission, one of the missions to provide exceptional service and create a healthy and safe community. The conditional use permit 18-007 to allow the installation of a 12 by 60 foot, which is 720 square feet, commercial coach for additional employee office space at the Cal Sierra disposal facility. The project site is 4.99 acres in size and is zoned light industrial. The address is 14959 Camage Avenue, and it's within Supervisory District 4. And I hear there's a small arrow where the commercial coach will be placed next to the building. And tonight, the Planning Commission can either approve the conditional use permit, approve the conditional use permit with modifications, or deny the conditional use permit, or send back to the staff for corrections or amendments. Also are the findings for the conditional use permit application. They're any questions? I'm sorry.
No worries. At this point, is there any questions that any of the commissioners have for staff?
I have a silly question. Why do they call it a coach? Why isn't it a building?
'Cause it's
Well,
mobile home.
it-
And so that anything on wheels is called a coach? Okay, I
It will be
learned something.
placed, yeah, it will be
Bad day when you
placed.
don't learn something.
That's my understanding. If it has wheels, they call them coaches.
Okay, all right.
Under the law.
And it's built to HUD standards as opposed to Uniform Building Code.
You're just always amazing. It's always amazing.
A wealth of information.
I'm afraid on this page, it's not probably all that pertinent, but on this page here, I can't make it out. Where's the building?
The arrow.
I had a
It
question.
is a very small rectangle.
Go back to that page and just point at it, and I can
Yeah,
make a bigger
I was
arrow.
wondering where it is as well.
It's,
Well, here we go. There we go. It's in the bottom left-hand side. That would be the west,
Oh, I
off
see.
of Microtronics.
There's a rectangle there.
Yes, it is, with a small arrow.
I'm sorry.
I know that picture would
Could-
not come
You may
out.
want to go point at it. He still can't tell.
Where's the existing maintenance?
There you go,
existing
Jerry.
maintenance.
yeah. see, it's
Okay.
between- See, they've got, this is upside down from what we have.
Yes,
It's like that.
that one there. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was having a
okay.
hard time locating myself,
right.
and I go there all the time, but I think it's because it's backwards. But okay.
Good enough.
Fair enough. Does that answer your
Yep.
question? Okay.
I'm good.
Any other questions? No. The only thing I noted under condition number 8 is it says that we, the commission, acted on September 24th, 2018. That would have been last Monday night. I don't think we met last Monday night. Is that supposed to be today's date, I would have mentioned? Got it. Yeah, just a catch there.
Thank you. I'll change that.
No problem. All right, so with that, would anybody who'd like to speak in favor of the project? I'm supposed to open the public hearing, sorry. Got to use this thing. Sir?
Hello, my name's Oliver Ortiz. I'm with Tate and Associates. We're the engineering company working on behalf of Pip Green and Waste Management Services, the owner of the facility. And I was basically just asked to be here to represent them and answer any questions you may have.
So the new building will just be used primarily for office space, additional office space?
It's primarily just office space, and any restroom facilities will be in the adjoining buildings.
Okay.
Are they increasing headcount?
It's very nominal. I don't believe there's going to be an increase in the number of employees. I think it's primarily for the staff people that are already on site.
To expand.
And they have very limited office space there when that building was originally built.
Yeah, I think it was primarily, the administration building is here, and then these two are primarily vehicle maintenance
Right.
buildings. So I would imagine that this particular trailer is specifically for the staff personnel or administrative people from these two buildings.
Good enough.
And as long as it's not raining, it'll work out for the bathrooms, huh?
Yeah.
Any other questions for the gentleman?
Nope.
You.
Certainly.
Anyone else wish to speak in favor of the project? Does anyone wish to speak in opposition? Anyone neutral? Okay, bring it back to the commission for action. having at one point in my life spent 12 years working for Tuolumne County, managing the programs for that place, I can tell you additional office space was always needed. So that doesn't surprise me. It's probably a very good idea.
I'll make a motion.
Please.
I move that we approve CUP 18-007 based on conditions 1 through 12
I'll second it.
and findings A through E. Sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, okay, so you got that in there. Do we have a second? Mike seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you, sir.
A through H.
And our third and last project this evening is a resolution for general plan amendment, GPA 18-003, and zone change RZ 18-005. Looking for, there we go.
Good evening. I'm planner Renee Hendry from the Community Resources Agency. Before you today, we have General Plan Amendment GPA 18-003 and Zone Change RZ 18-005. They were received by the Community Resources Agency on June 29, 2018. The applicant is Mr. John Ferriani. Here are the vision, mission, and values that Tuolumne County utilizes for every project that we receive. One value is to encourage innovative and creative approaches to problem solving. The project proposes to amend the general plan land use designation and change the zoning of a 3-acre portion of a 16.7-acre site from general agricultural 10-acre minimum to residential estate 2-acre minimum in order to facilitate lot line adjustment T 18-023 between the two legal parcels on this site. Lot line adjustment T 18-023 is not being considered at this hearing and will be heard at a later time by the county surveyor. The project site is located at 17887 and 17897 Apple Colony Road. The site is in Supervisor District 3. The existing general plan land use designation is large lot residential. The area with the dark brown color contains this general plan land use designation. The area with the tan color to the north of the site is estate residential land use designation. The proposed general plan change and zone change are consistent with the parcels to the north. The existing parcels are nearly equivalent in acreage currently. The lot line adjustment proposes to relocate the central property boundary to allow a 3-acre parcel to the northwest and a 13.7-acre parcel to the south. This smaller parcel requires a general plan amendment and a zone change to be consistent with the proposed parcel size. Here's an aerial view of the property. There is an existing residence, garage, and barn on the southwest portion of the site. A new driveway and single-family residence is being constructed on the northern portion of the site. A pond and a Tuolumne Utilities District ditch are located in the eastern portion of the site. State law requires that Native American tribes be notified of any proposed changes to the Tuolumne County General Plan. 3 tribes have historically resided in this area and were sent an invitation to provide comments. To date, no comments on the project have been received. Here are the findings used to determine if the proposed amendment to the general plan land use designation of the site is consistent with the Tuolumne County General Plan, Ordinance Code, and proposed future uses on the site. The Planning Commission is a recommending body. The Board of Supervisors will hear this project and make the final decision. Here are the findings for the proposed zone change to determine if the zone change is consistent with the general plan, ordinance code, and suited to the uses permitted for the proposed zoning district. The Board of Supervisors, once again, will hear this project and make the final decision regarding the zone change. The Planning Commission may recommend approval of the general plan and zone change, recommend approval with modifications, recommend denial, or even send the project back to staff for corrections. Any questions?
Any questions? I have one. Could you please go back to the lot line adjustment exhibit? That helped me quite a bit understand the project a lot better.
That one?
Without that, it was a little confusing exactly what was going to result. I understand we're not approving the lot line adjustment, but maybe it's the surveyor in me. But that made it a lot clearer. So the parcel in the northwest portion would be a separate parcel after that project from the remainder of the site, is that?
So right now, there's two legal parcels, and the property line is almost exactly
Goes
in the
right
center.
through the middle, yeah.
So that property line is going to disappear, and it's going to be moved up and curl around so that there's going to be still two legal parcels, but one's going to be way bigger, and then the other one's going to be just
So
3
because you're making that one smaller, you need to make it compliant with the zoning code?
With the general
Zo-
plan and zone.
Zoning code, okay. That graphic helps me, thank you. Any other questions for staff? With that, we'll open the public hearing. Mr. Ferriani?
I'm just here to answer questions. These are, it's a piece of property we purchased from Carl Murray. He owned it since 1964. Two legal parcels. My children are building homes for themselves, and one of them's kind of a hog and wants a lot more than the other one. And it kind of is consistent where the whole pond is on the property. It was split in half before, and that way the maintenance and stuff can be done just by him. So if there's any questions, I'm here to answer.
Any questions for the applicant? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone like to speak opposed? Any neutrals? We're not doing good on opposed and neutrals tonight. Bring it back to the, oops. Please. If you would, please, so that we can get it on record. And again, you're not required to state your name if you don't wish to.
No, I'm Lee Rude. I'm the adjoining landowner on the south. And I have not met John Ferriani yet, even though we've been neighbors for a couple of years.
Lee, meet John. John,
Yeah.
meet-
I just want to know, how many homes are going to be built on that smaller parcel?
Just one.
Is there a plan for future homes to be built?
Yeah, we have to, unfortunately, it has to come this way. but-
Yeah, the questions have to be here.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
My question, actually, I had a similar question. This goes back to the first project. If that's going to be, it was going to be 2 acre, AE2, was it?
RE2.
RE2. Would that not allow a secondary?
Under state
Unit?
law, they can have an accessory dwelling unit.
Right, so that would
each
be,
one.
that would be 2 there, plus the 2 on the other parcel for a total of 4.
Yes.
Got it. So that's all that would be legally allowed, would be 4 total,
On the one lot,
on the entirety.
on the entirety?
But in both cases, the second house is a small,
1,200 feet would
1,200
be
square
as
feet
big as it
maximum
could
size
be.
house.
Yeah,
Actually, they could apply for a conditional use permit to get one larger.
Okay,
On the bigger parcel?
Yes.
Yeah.
but that's discretionary.
Actually, right now, the A10 allows 2 full-size residences with no size limitation as long as you have 10 acres. And that lower parcel would qualify to have 2 full-size residences. The smaller one would be limited to 1,200 square feet unless they applied for a conditional use permit to have it larger.
Okay.
So it sounds like 4 would be the maximum number,
Okay,
2 on each. The smaller one with a secondary that would be smaller.
yeah. I'm concerned about water situation there, because it's all wells and drilled, and it lowers the water table, and that's what I'm concerned about, is the water, and to a limited extent, the sewer, but mainly the water. What is the water supply from this, do you know?
I would have to ask the staff.
So water in Tuolumne County is found in fractured rock formations, and more than likely, your well would not be in the same fractured rock formation that their well is in. So it may not be drawing from the same place. There's no guaranteeing that it's not in the same formation. However, they're already building 2 houses, and they're really not proposing any more houses in the future. So their development this project is not increasing the potential development. They're already being allowed to have these many residences without this project. What we're doing today is just trying to make the existing proposed smaller parcel consistent with the zoning and general plan for its size. So right now, if they left that line in the center, they could still build the 4 houses. But they're proposing to move that line up to make that other lot smaller, so that's why they have to do this zone change in the general plan amendment.
Where is the water coming from on this one that's going down to residential estate? Where's the water supply?
It's my understanding that they're sharing one well.
Yes, there's a 60-gallon existing well.
60-gallon per minute existing well, and I assume that they're going to grant an easement to that one parcel to the well in case it's sold in the future so that they could still continue to have the water from that well.
Okay, so there's only going to be one well put down total, is that correct? Okay. That's the only thing I had.
Any further questions? Okay, thank you. Since that was under neutral, that doesn't get us to rebuttal or surrebuttal, so I think we're done. So bring it back to the commission. Any questions for staff or the applicant? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion. You've been on a roll, Jerry.
I gotta find the page, okay.
I'll recommend
one's got-
approval of a
I
general
beat
plan
you to it.
amendment, GPA 18-003. Do you want to do them both or one at a time?
Both.
And
We're supposed to do it all
also
together.
approval of zone change RZ 18-005, based on the presented findings.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you very much.